Peace. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those who don't know me, it's Vic Slang Hope. And today I just wanted to talk to you guys about how I have made 10 years since my conversion to Islam, which started when I went to jail, right? At the age of 18 years old. And now I'm looking back just like reminiscing, like, alhamdulillah, and in the beginning it was very tough, right? Because I was in jail, I used to gangbang, and it was hard for me to like actually be like a good Muslim, because there was people like making little remarks, like, saying that I just became Muslim because I was scared, because I was Crip, because that's kind of like the trend in jail. Like, sometimes a lot of people that might be in gangs, or they might be in there for rape and stuff like that, they usually turn Muslim for like protection, right? To like, because they might be scared or they fear and stuff like that. And like the Islamic community kind of like protects these type of individuals that are scared. But my case was different. I can't speak for everybody else, but it was tough. When there's a history of people doing certain things for a certain reason, it's kind of like hard, right? And it was kind of hard for me. So I had to go through those tribulations, but I was sincere, and Allah knows best, in trying to change, right? And trying to be a better person, and trying to be a better human being, and trying to have a better relationship with my Lord. And so for like most of those 10 years have been inside of prison. And I've been home for like 4 years now. So I've been Muslim for like 4 years on the outside. And it hasn't been all peaches and cream and stuff like that, right? And I used to be hard on some brothers because I didn't understand. I was a new Muslim, and the more I learned, the more like my deen became fortified. But I was tough, man. I was harsh on brothers. But the reality is that I never knew. I never been Muslim in the street. I never knew what was the obstacles in the street, trying to hold on to your deen in the streets. It was totally different than trying to hold on to your deen in jail. So I was hard on a lot of brothers, and Allah has just taught me, man, that like, I had to like humble myself. I came home thinking I was gonna be one way, and something totally different. Allah showed me, like, you don't decide, like I'm the disposer of affairs. I do what I will. And I just want to say, man, it's like the best thing that has happened to me, right? It's the best thing that came out of my incarceration, converting to Islam, building a relationship with my Lord. And like I said, right, I've been home for like 4 years as a Muslim, and I'm not gonna say it was the best 4 years, right? But one thing I would say is that alhamdulillah, that Allah didn't allow me to go astray and left me there and forgot about me, right? There's a part in the Quran where he says something about the people that were made to forget Allah, and Allah made them forget about themselves. He made them forget about the day of Yawm al-Qiyamah. He made them forget to put forth good deeds for the hereafter. And I'm just glad that I'm not one of those people, inshallah. And I'm just here reflecting, right, that it has been 10 years. And inshallah, there will be many more years, right? But alhamdulillah, I think the biggest lesson that I learned is that, like, Allah is the one that decides our affairs, He sent me to prison. I kind of like think about the story of Musa alayhi salam. Musa killed somebody, and then he escaped, and he went to a town, a land that he didn't know. He didn't know nobody there. And he made a dua to Allah. He said, I'm in need of anything good that you can send me. I did whatever I did. I had a shooting. And then I was sent to a land, right, that I didn't know nobody. I was sent to a place where I was around guards that didn't really care for me, didn't really like me. So I was somewhere that I didn't know nobody, right? But I was in need too. And anything that my Lord could send me, I was in need. I needed his help. And then after that, Musa, right, he came home. I said came home, but Musa was traveling with his family, and then he was told to go back to where he came from. He was told to go back, and Musa was like, nah, like, I ain't trying to go back there. Like, I killed somebody over there, like, they want my head over there. And Allah said, like, I am with you. And he told him to go, because you got to relay this message. And kind of like before I got released, I didn't want to go home. I wanted to go to Florida. I wanted to leave. I wanted to escape New York, right? But Allah is the best disposers of affairs, right? And Allah's plan was, no, you're going to go back to New York. So my plans didn't work out how I wanted them to work out, right? And Allah sent me back to New York. And even in New York, I didn't want to go back to my old neighborhood. I didn't want to be around there. I just kept running. I kept trying to run from my past. But again, right, Allah does what he wills, even though when we can't understand it sometimes. So I think that was like the biggest lesson that I learned, is that like we just got to put our trust in our Lord. We have to tie our camel at the same time, but put the trust in our Lord, because at the end of the day, he's the one that's going to deliver us. So today I'm out here trying to do some good works, trying to like possibly, maybe Allah might use me as a vessel to guide people into the deen, So it's important for me to be on my best behavior. But like, comment, subscribe, share, and let me know what y'all think. Peace.